business hack. Why is it, Mark, the culture is so critical in an organisation? Well, think of it like glue. This is what binds the whole enterprise together. And I'll say this, people come to you to be employed for a job, they're looking for work, they could be consultants, they could even be, a contractor. They'll come for a paycheck, they'll stay for the culture. Now, how do you really foster, how do you give an air of culture across your people, Mark? Like, how do you make them the best they want to be? Well, you lead by example. You want to make sure that you read, that you are engaged, that you're going to seminars bettering yourself in all aspects of life. Doesn't matter if it's parenting, it's learning how to, paint. It could be learning, the greatest attributes of a horse. If you find yourself on that growth path, your team will follow. Now, in business, I make sure that I read a lot. There is a library at Massey & Navasset, extensive. They're all free. You don't have to return them, right? But another thing you may want to consider, and this is something that I sort of endorsed many years ago, is that if someone wants to make themselves better, improve themselves, I pay, which just meant the organisation will benefit. Remember, it's a tax deduction. As an employer, as a CEO or as an MD, it's a full tax deduction. If they want to go to some event, seminar, learn about meditating or musical bowls or what makes them better, how they, transcend this world, I pay. Because I feel that's going to keep them together. They know they're in an environment that supports the best version of them. So it used to be many years ago that I pay 50% and they contribute 50%. Now I just pay 100%, and I reckon people stay purely because they want to be around an organisation and fast, quick. Now, the culture that you will not stand for is a very important conversation too, because you'll have these naysayers, you'll have this acidic sort of response in the group, and you've seen it before. They're sort of negative people, they'll be the naysayers, they'll be, people that don't want to do much with their life, they show up for a paycheck, and by 5:01 they're in the car and gone, pissed off. You don't really want those people around either. And I saw this happen not so long ago in my own organisation. I wasn't personally there, but one of my exec team had come to me and said, we had this meeting about culture, and I portrayed all the qualities that you harbour within Massey & Navasset. And one of the people in the room, Mark, rolled their eyes. And I went, really? And she said to me, yeah, I know that she just disengaged. She was sort of taking a cheap shot, that she was above the organisation, and these were silly ideas. And they're the sort of people that you need to, unfortunately, have a workout solution. Show them the door, gently, gracefully, but they're not going to support that environment. They're not going to add, they're going to take away. And culture's a funny thing. If you settle for that, if you find yourself acquiescing to those types of personalities, you're going to lose. Because it's so hard to build culture and retain people these days. They're so curious to get offered so much more money that you can't afford to have that sort of behaviour within your business or within your organisation. So leave it to you, punch it out, but yeah, be quick to get rid of those sorts of people. They don't bring anything great. They may have a talent, but the acidity that they bring with that talent is never worth the squeeze. Happy investing. Be well.